Welcome to episode 4 of Double Dose. I'm here. My name is Shahv.
Why are you talking like that?
I don't know. I'm trying to do like the intro voice that you normally do.
Oh my god. Okay, I haven't filmed anything in forever. Like I haven't done Kiki this week. We didn't we didn't record last week because we had pre-recorded, so I'm out of it, out of practice.
Yeah, me too. It feels like it's been a while.
Right, it does feel like it's been forever. But okay. Hello everyone, welcome to the 4th episode of Double Dose with me, Dionté, and my co-host Shahv Tiela.
Hello.
We haven't come up with a topic yet.
Oh yeah, we didn't. So how was your week?
My week was good. I don't know. Hold on. Let me look at my calendar and see what exactly did I do this week.
No.
Okay. So we went to go see Incredibles on Friday. What?
You know, I was free Friday.
You were?
Yeah.
Well, we went at 4:00. So
I was free at 4:00. I was hanging out with John. He wanted to go see it too.
Well, see what had happened was, because Brian, because at first it was just going to be me and Brian, but of course he wanted all his Drexel people to come. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So when the theater we went to the one up like University, whatever, and they have the reserved seating. So I was like, I don't want to buy my ticket and then we not be near each other. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna buy my ticket first, and then I'll just tell you where I'm sitting so that you can get the seat next to me. So that's what happened. So we basically, like, with me, all the people that went, we had like that whole row, or at least half the row. So if you did come with us, you probably wouldn't have sat with us. And then with there was all this commotion over the reserved seating because the people, first of all, it's a kids movie. Kids don't pay attention to reserved seats. They're like, I want to sit here. So we had to kick a bunch of kids out the seats because we like, look, I'm like, I paid for this seat. You gonna have to move.
Oh
and
my God,
this one lady, she had like 4 little girls with her, and she was being difficult. Like she didn't want to make her kids move. So Janiyah was like, okay. She went to the tenant person and she got the tenant to make them move. And then the people behind us, they were like, because apparently somebody, like, they were in someone's seat and they looked at their ticket and they're like, wait, we have J9 through whatever. They were like, whoever's in J9 through whatever, you guys have to move. And we're sitting there looking like, who, you talking to us? Because we were in row J. We're like, we know you're not talking to us. We're like, all of our tickets clearly say J, da-da-da-da. He was like, wait, can I see your ticket? And we showed him our tickets. All of our tickets said J, whatever. Like, we had the same seat. So we were like, what the fuck is going on? And then the guy, his son was like, wait a second. Our ticket says Wednesday. I'm like, there you go. I'm like, there you go. You guys got the wrong day. So they were saucy and they had to leave. The little boy started crying. I'm like, I'm so gonna watch this movie.
Oh no.
It wasn't our fault. He was the one that pointed it out. And all of this was going on while, you know how before the movie starts there's a little animated short? All of this was going on while the short was playing. So I'm like, look, can y'all figure this out? Because I wanted to watch it. It was interesting. So I never got to see the end of the short because of all the commotion.
Well, at least you got to see the movie.
Yeah, I got to see the movie and it was really good. I wanted to give a review on it on Kiki, but I was like, I don't feel like filming this week. It can wait.
I want to go see it.
Yeah, I want to go see it again. It was that good.
Well, on Friday, when I could have been seeing Incredibles with you, I went out with my boyfriend, John, and the next day we went to the beach. Like, really, like, sporadic and spontaneous. It was really nice.
Just went to the beach.
Yeah, we just went to the beach. A few of the other people we went with, they gambled and won like $500. It was a really nice trip. And while I was there, I realized something really big. I want to live in California.
Same.
Yeah.
I want to live in LA. That's like my goal for after college is to graduate, move to LA. But hopefully by that time, my career would have taken off somewhat. I'll have a good amount of subscribers to be getting paid from YouTube and stuff. Like, I'll be financially situated.
Yeah, same. I love the beach. And just being able to be at that, or be like a quick drive, because we live in Philly, so AC it's 2 hours in between. It would be really cool if I could take like a half an hour drive, 15-minute drive to the beach, and then be all up in that shit, because I love it. But yeah, No fun trip.
What else happened? Oh yeah, Thursday. I thought Thursday was the finale of Drag Race, but it wasn't. It was like well, wait. I don't want to spoil it. Okay, I'm gonna cut that part out.
Okay, I've been on Instagram, so it's basically been spoiled now.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. Like, so they did the Miss Cracker got eliminated last week. Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert for the people who are listening to this and may watch Drag Race.
Oh shit!
Unless I decide to cut this part out, I don't know. But yeah, Miss Cracker got eliminated last week. I was so upset about that because I was rooting for Cracker. I was rooting for Monet and Cracker, and they both got eliminated back to back.
God.
Like, Monet went first, and then Cracker. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And they all got sent home by Cameron. Cameron Michaels was in the bottom 3 weeks in a row. The first time was with Eureka, and Rue kept both of them. Then the second time was with Monet. She sent Monet home. And then the third time, Miss Cracker, I'm like, okay, Rue is going to keep this bitch 3 times. And sure enough, he kept her, and Miss Cracker went home.
Maybe he's trying to smash low-key.
Maybe. So then it was just Asia, Eureka, Aquaria, and Cameron. I'm like, I don't really care about these 4 people. All the people I was rooting for went home. So I was like, now I'm judging based on like pure skill, not my personal whatever. And I think Aquaria deserves to win. Like,
really?
When you go back and watch like all the episodes, like Aquaria has been killing it the entire time. Like, she's undeniably really, really good. She can dance, somewhat sing with auto-tune. Like, she serves looks every week. Like, she deserves to win. And she's never been in the bottom. Like, out of the whole like competition, she's never been in the bottom.
She's probably gonna win then. Now, Aquaria came in after Miss Cracker, right? But they thought Miss Cracker was like, she accused Miss Cracker of copying off of her.
Yeah.
Okay. I do get them confused. Aquaria and Cracker, like.
Oh my god.
Cracker
Cracker is the funny one, and Aquaria is the more style one. Aquaria is the look queen. Cracker's the comedy queen.
Okay. I do get it.
She's Bob the drag queen's drag daughter.
She's what?
You don't know who Bob the drag queen is?
I've heard his name before.
That was Bob won not last season, but the season before that one.
I'm gonna give him a Google.
But yeah, this basically my whole week has just been trying to finish this album. That's why I haven't really done Kiki, because I was like, no one's watching that anyway, so I might as well put all of my time and effort into finishing this album. And but I had a lot. It was a lot going on as far as writing, like the songs. Because so the first decision I had to make was whether or not I wanted to re-record the clean versions or just like cut the curse words out. Because I was like, re-recording it is extra work because then I have to make it sound, so that it doesn't sound like 2 different, recordings, so that it blends well. You know what I mean? So I was like, I have to make it sound natural, and then I was like, if I just cut it out, then it'll just be like a bunch of like dips and dives in the lyrics. It'll sound weird. So I rewrote all the songs clean.
Oh my god!
And I was like, you know what? Like what was this? Saturday when I was finalizing everything, I was like, you know what? I don't feel like re-recording this shit. I was like, I'm just gonna cut the curse words out and call it a day. So that's what I did, and then. I looked up, because I make my music in GarageBand. Nobody likes GarageBand, but it's all I can afford. Shit. So every time I export my songs in GarageBand, they always come out way lower than how they sound in GarageBand. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask Google how to fix this. Because I don't know why that never occurred to me before, but I was like, let me ask Google how to fix it. And I figured out how to make the vocals higher. And I was like, all right, bet. Now I finally have my final version. But then I had one song that just did not sound right lyric-wise. Like the flow, everything was just off. And I was like, I can't cut this song. It's the most important song on the album. I was like, I have to make this work. So what I did was I slowed I didn't slow down the tempo. I slowed down my delivery of the verse, which meant I had to eliminate 2 of the stanzas. I'm trying to speak poetry terms. I had to eliminate 2 of them so that it fit. And I actually like that version way better. I was like, bet, this is a bop. I like throughout this whole process, I realized I have a very I have a different sound from everyone else. Like I think like I think a lot of people don't particularly like my music because I don't sound like everyone else. Like my sound is very like sure it has that hip hop and trap or whatever because it's still hip hop, but it also has that like house and electronic like gay music type sound. Like it's a mixture of both, and that just does not appeal to most straight people. So like when regular like people who listen to like Future and Jay-Z and stuff like that, they think my music is trash, and I'm like, okay. Thanks for the feedback. Like, did I tell you about that? Did I tell you about that? Oh my God! Wait, all right. I talked to Stephanie about it.
What happened?
So this dude hits me up on Tinder. First of all, we had matched on Tinder like forever ago, but I never texted him. He never texted me. Then out of nowhere, he texts me. He's like, "Hey, you liked me?" And I'm like, I don't think so. Like, you don't look familiar. I'm like, who are you? And then when I went through my matches, I was like, oh, here you go. I'm like, this is from 3 months ago. I was like, okay, I guess I did like you. Hello, how are you? And we exchanged numbers or whatever because he said he doesn't use Tinder. So I'm like, all right, that explains why he's just now texting me. So then, hold on, I'm going to pull up the conversation on my laptop.
Oh my God, receipts.
So you can see it.
Receipts. We should read it out like a play.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be you and you can be him.
So, where is he? Khalid or whatever however the hell you say this name.
Okay.
Okay. So, should I like start from the top? Yeah. All right. Because that was the thing. We weren't even talking for that long. Like, this all happened within the same day. So.
You know what? I'll be him.
Yeah, you be him.
More of a surprise.
So after I gave him my number, I was like, "Hey, so you can get the number."
Hey, how are you? WYD. I hate that shit. By the way, if you text WYD, like, oh my God, it just shows that you don't care. Like, you just don't care. Why can't you type out what are you doing? I have that's a real pet peeve of mine. Like, especially people who like just send that, who will just send WYD in like a question mark. I was like, do you really care? I feel like if he really cared, he'd write it out like a normal person.
It's quicker though. It's just like, what you doing? Like,
nope. Especially when you're just now starting to talk to someone, he does not seem enthused enough. I can already tell, and it's been one message. This is a problem. You should have cut it off right there. You should be like, nope. I'm sorry. And then,
anyway, so he said, what you doing? I said, chilling, watching my show. Good for the most part. Okay, because he said, how are you? So I said, good for the most part. How about you? Does that irk you too? HBU?
No, I've seen that.
Okay.
Because it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I do write it out, though, like.
I can't.
When you're, like, trying to start a conversation with WYD, it just feels, like, rude, like you don't care.
Well, the conversation started on Tinder. So, but what was on Tinder wasn't really relevant. So that's why I just brought up the iCloud or whatever. Okay, so you go.
I'm good too. Just here at work, waiting for the day to be over so I can get this workout in at the gym.
And then I said, true, what do you do for work? Because, I'm trying to find out, where this coin coming from, What exactly do you do? I'm very nosy. Like, when people say that they have a job, I'm like, what kind of job? You talking like McDonald's or like real estate? Like, what are you doing?
He goes, UPenn Schools of Medicine. Of mediocre. He can't even type right. UPenn Schools of Mediocre. How about you? Medicine.
I just peeped that it says mediocre. Wow. Okay, well, I said, cool. I said, I'm a full-time student. That means unemployed. Full-time student, but also a YouTuber and recording artist on the side. You can't be unemployed and not spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to record my artist on the side, too. Just got to get more serious with it. That's all I have, like 3 songs recorded. Want to go over one of them, though, but that's what's up. I'm going to... Punctuation is so important.
So I was like, yeah, you got to start somewhere. And I said, LOL, what genre?
Rap and pop. How about you? Do you have anything recorded? Why does he put spaces in between, like...
I don't know.
That's weird.
I hate that.
He put a space in between, like, the last word of the sentence and the question mark. Like, what is wrong with you?
So I was like, same. You can listen to my mixtape, Coordination, And then he was like, "Oh, that's you."
LMAO, it better be good. Or what though? Or what?
And then I said, "Oh, I mean, I'm not a professional. Like, I'm completely independent, so it's as good as I can do. Just make sure you don't play it on shuffle, because with coronation, it's like, it's in order. You have to play it in order."
Mm-hmm. LOL. Ard. Hold on. I'm working out. I'm about to try and listen. LOL.
So I said, "LOL. All right." So peep the time. That was at 6:22. He finally texted me back at 12:44 in the morning.
Oh my god!
While I was talking to my mom too, and he finally texted me back.
I'm sorry, LOL. That shit was trash. Oh no!
And I said, "Thanks for the feedback." And peep the emoji, the little upside down.
Oh my god!
I'm like, "Thanks
this
for
is
the
mean.
feedback."
I don't want to read this.
You want me to read the rest of
read
it? All right. So when he finally texted me back at 12:44 in the morning, he was like, "I'm sorry, LOL, that shit was trash," with a bunch of laughing emojis. So I said, "Thanks for the feedback," upside down smiley face. And he said, "I'm hollering over here," laughing emojis. "You must be stopped, for real. Like, seriously, that shit was some trash emoji." And then he said, with the loud effect, "That shit was so bad, yo." Laughing emoji with the shaking my head emoji. So that's why I just sent the GIF. I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm not even going to get into this. Because, like I said, I was talking to my mom, and he was pissing me off as I'm trying to listen to my mom talk. So I'm like, just ignore this. So then he sent the little laughing emojis. So then I was like, "You're the only one laughing." I was like, "You're entitled to your opinion," which is why I said, "Thanks for the feedback. But what you're not going to do is continue to sit here and throw shade at me. We ain't that close." So then he said, "I'm trying to help you, not play you. That shit was really trash, dead serious. I don't want you to embarrass yourself." And then I said, "You may not like my music, but there are plenty of people who do. My music's not trash, it's just not for you. Just like how there are millions of people who don't like Michael Jackson, but he's still the king of pop. Even if you're not trying to come off as disrespectful, that's exactly how you sound. Instead of calling my music trash, you should be providing feedback on how I can make it better." So then he said, "No, Michael Jackson is and forever will be great. How dare you even use his name as an example? Your shit is trash, point blank, period. I'm not trying to play you. I'm dead serious. I was cracking the fuck up. I'm serious. Stop. You're really gonna embarrass." He can't even, this grammar. He was saying, "I'm serious. Stop. You really gonna embarrass talking about I'm rocking the mic. Like, what the fuck?" It's laughing emoji. "Ayo, serious, cut that shit out." So then I replied, I wasn't comparing myself to him. It was just an example, shaking my head. Either change the subject or end this conversation, because now I'm getting pissed the fuck off. You gave your opinion, and that's that. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing just because somebody doesn't like you. And then he said, "Okay." And I said, "All right." So then he texts me the next morning, "Good morning." I said, "Good morning, ... Because now I'm like, I don't even want to talk to this boy. I'm like, no. So I was like, "Good morning, ... He said, "Hey, what you doing?" I said, "Watching my show, dozing off, haven't slept much." Because that night I really couldn't sleep. I was really contemplating it was getting to me, but I was like, no, like I said what I said. Even if one person doesn't like it, there's plenty of people who do. So I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. But then again, I was like, am I really wasting my time? Because it's like with all the stuff I'm doing, I'm not really getting as many views and like listens as I would like to. So I'm like, am I wasting my time? Is it really trash? Like, is there some truth to what he was saying? I'm like I was really contemplating. That's why I had to text Stephanie, like, look, like, tell me something, like, take my mind off of this. But she reassured me, and that's how I was finally able to go to sleep. So he was like, yeah, I'm tired too. Only got 3 hours of sleep last night. What's your shows?
This man sounds crazy.
Right? Like, I'm like,
he sounds crazy.
Yeah, the rest of this is pretty irrelevant.
Wait, like, that's funny though. Like, he really thought he could come talk to you again after that. Like, what? Okay, never heard. Oh my god, what are you doing in that?
What?
Oh my god. You just need to stop. Honestly, men.
Oh, okay. So then he asked me to send him some pictures of me, right? So I sent them a link to my Instagram because my whole thing is, why would I sit here and send you a bunch of pictures of myself where you can easily go on Instagram and see the pictures of me for yourself? Mm-hmm. And then people be like, "Oh, I don't have Instagram." I'm like, Instagram is a website. You don't have to have Instagram. You just go on it. So So he asked for pics of me. I sent him the link. And then he was like, I don't want to cover to your corny ass music. I'm like, first of all, that's the link to my Instagram, which has plenty of pictures of me. Why would I waste my time scrolling through my camera roll, like just like what I just said? Why would I waste my time? Da, 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 da. And then he was like, oh, okay, sorry, my fault, LOL. And then I was like, I get it. You don't like my music. You don't have to keep throwing that in my face like it's supposed to mean something. And then I think he meant lighten up, yo, but he said tighten up, like his grammar. So then I sent them the little GIF or whatever. And then I was like, anyways, any other questions? Because like now I'm like, this conversation is dead. I'm like, you got more questions? No? Good. I'm going to move on. So he's like, not really. I'm just getting off work, tired. Da, 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 da. Yeah. So then I asked him, like, where is he from? And he said, West Philly. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I'm like, that makes sense. I was like, had a feeling. And then I was like, not that it matters, but what's your sign? Because I'm like, depending on his sign, I'm like, that things will start lining up. But then he said Leo, and I'm like, I don't know no Leo, so I can't compare that to nothing. And then he asked what's on sign. I said Capricorn, and that was that. I never talked to him since. Yep.
I'm sorry about that, friend.
Yeah. See, I'm used to like having niggas come at me and then like complain at me because like I don't send them nudes or like stuff like that. But that was new. I didn't know how to take that because I was like it threw me for a loop. I was like, whoa. I was like, okay, all right. But I continue doing what I do. I just feel the album hasn't dropped yet, but it's on the way because the thing that I use, DistroKid, it's like. It sends it out to the stores, and then the stores, they publish it once they make sure everything is good. So it pops up on different places at different times. That's why I don't have a release date. I have to, like, pay extra to have a set release date. I was like, no. I'm not doing all that. You're not getting no more money out of me.
Oh, my God.
Oh, let me tell you about DistroKid. All right, so...
Wait, who?
The company that, like, I used to publish the music. So when I first signed up, I was like, let me test this and make sure it works. So I uploaded Pat That Weave as the first song to like see if it would work or whatever. And for the artist, I put Dionté and Cash Monet. So once that went through, I was like, all right. I was like, let me upload Coronation to see like how everything works out with like multiple songs, not just one song. And then it was like, so when I tried to make the artist Dionté, because Coronation is by just me, it was like, sorry, you can only have one artist name. Like, so I couldn't change it from Dionté and Cash Monet. Meaning everything that I uploaded from that point on would have been by Dionté and Cash Monet. And I was like, oh no. I was like, no. So, like, when I looked up in their little FAQ, like, how to change it, it was like, the only way you can change this is to upgrade your subscription so that you can get multiple artist names. I was like, no. I was like, I'm not doing that. Get out my face. So I emailed them complaining. I'm like, look, like I sent them this long email, and then like they were like, we get a lot of emails daily, so it might take a while for us to get back to you. I'm like, oh my God, no, because I was like, I cannot release an album that says Dionté and Cash Monet. I was like, this is not happening. So I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, all right, how can I spin this? How can I make this a thing? I'm like, all right, I was like, maybe this could be a good thing. Maybe now I can release music by me and Cash Monet. I was like, yeah. And then it'll be like both of our page. But you know, like I was really trying to spin it. I was like, I don't want to spend no more money. I was like, this is so unnecessary because it cost me $12 a year just to have the one artist name. It would have cost me $30 to upgrade it. I was like, I'm not going from 12 to 30. I'm like, that is out of the question. So I finally got an email back. And the lady was like, we understand, whatever. And they let me change it for free once. And she was like, if you mess up again, you're going to have to pay. I'm like, all right. So now I double check everything 5 times. Like I'm not paying for nothing else. I was so scared. I was like, you know what? And then they won't even let me upload Pat That Weave, like, because it thinks it's by another artist. It thinks Cash Monet is like a totally separate person, so it won't let me upload Pat That Weave. It's like, sorry, but we think you're stealing from this artist. I'm like, oh my God. So then I emailed them about that too, and they were like, sorry, we have no control over this. This is up to the people, like iTunes and all that. Like, they're the ones who's stopping it. So I'm like, oh, well. I was like, whatever. I guess Cash Monet just won't be getting out there. Cash Monet will be a SoundCloud exclusive.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Sounds like you had a really frustrating week.
Yes.
Jesus. Well, today we can talk about. Want to talk about budgeting and money?
Sure.
Okay. So, I have a job. Oh shit! I recently opened up a bank account. That's one thing that I did too. You know, I learned about credit and how that stuff works and how to spin it in order to get good credit, so you can take out loans and stuff. And all that stuff is really complicated, and it makes me anxious. I learned that too. But yeah, I've been starting to think about budgeting. So, friend, question: do you budget?
I try. Like what I do is did I show you my list for Pride weekend? No. Okay.
You
so
know, in the notes app.
Yeah, what I
too.
do is I make my little thing of stuff that I need money for.
Well, how do you get that format?
This is on reminders.
Oh, reminders. Oh, okay, so you don't do it in the notes app.
I put it in reminders so I can check it off when it happens. But yeah, I make the little thing so I can keep track.
And the price.
Yeah, I track everything before I start spending any money. Like everything that I need money for, I write it down. Then I look at how much I have, and I'm like, okay, what can I get and what can I not get? Like what has to wait?
So wait, you just write down what you want? Or
it's
need?
Everything. Stuff that I want and stuff that I need. But the stuff that I want is you see the little priority things?
Yeah, red.
Yeah, the stuff that I need has higher priority over the stuff that I want.
Okay, the way I've been doing it recently is just writing a list in the notes and then kind of taking money off the top for important stuff. What was the first thing savings. Oh yeah, I learned the best way to accumulate a good heavy savings account balance is to look at it as paying yourself first. You know what I mean?
I'm confused. What? I was editing.
No. When we did this podcast, you are here with me and you are present, okay?
I'm present.
There's
no way for me not to hear you. You're literally in my ear.
What the heck? This man's really sitting here on his phone when I'm talking
I was editing the list, which I would not have been doing if you never asked the question.
You might as well have just sent me what WID the question mark. That's how disrespected I feel.
Go on. You said it's you pay yourself first.
Yes. So that way it's you treat it like a bill, so you always do it. You know? So it helps you put money in your savings account.
See, I can never keep a savings account because every time I run out of money in my regular account, I'm like, oh, I have money in my savings. I immediately go into my savings.
If you put a lock on it or make set it up so it's a wait time when you transfer and start thinking, do I really need it? Maybe that's the way you could do it. Yeah, see. Wish I could see his face.
I thought about doing that, filming filming us as we film it, so that when I post it on YouTube, there can actually be something to look at besides the picture.
Yeah. I really feel like this podcast is going to be anything. This episode is going to be anything.
Yeah.
I'm even. It's just so hot. We're here. Today is Sunday, January 17th.
It's Father's Day.
Yeah. The temperature is
84.
And this is New Jersey. Let's see. 91 degrees.
Wow.
How is it hotter in Philadelphia than it is in New Jersey?
Because don't they have water?
Yeah. Yeah, man. It was nice and chilly, at the ocean this past weekend. I don't know. I just want to chill. The heat is draining. And I'm trying to have heat.
Was that the door?
I don't know what
was that you? Did you hear the bumping?
I did hear that, yes. And the way we record, you can hear everything. You can hear the fan. We have a little tabletop fan because we can't even keep the big one on because it's too loud. I'm sorry, but we're going to be doing nothing today. We're going to be doing and talking about nothing. Because
Was that you?
Was me.
Well, did you just do that?
No.
Let me check the door. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this. And we're back. Yeah, my sister, she walks herself out of the house. That's what that was. Because our door, it locks automatically when you close it, and she doesn't have a key. So yeah, she's just
recording properly.
Huh? Yeah.
Okay. So it's too hot, so we're just gonna chill because we don't want to exacerbate ourselves. You didn't even cut out the part where we tried to do an actual topic. We can just talk. We can call this in progress and just talk about things that we've been working on. You did like the whole Kiki and then your albums. Me, I don't know.
Well, what have you been working on?
What I've been working on?
Yeah, because you got your camera.
Yeah, I know. I got my camera, and it feels like everything's going wrong with that. So, like, I left the store with it, and I'd asked the girl inside to open it up for me, to make sure I had everything so I could know what I need to get as far as, like, memory card, and then, like, battery, maybe, like, if I needed an extra battery or something like that, or a charger for the battery, a wall charger. But, she dropped the strap on the ground, like, I don't know if I told this story before. I don't think I did.
I think you did.
Really?
Because I remember hearing about this.
Yeah, well, I can't take it anywhere. Like, I'm scared to take it out the house, like, without the strap. And also, like...
Don't you have a bag?
Yeah, but I don't want to have to, like, hold it because it's small and I can drop it easily. If I drop it, like, it's going to like, right away.
Buy a new strap. Or use a string. Like, use a shoestring and,
I have to buy one from Amazon because the hole is even too small to, like, fit, like, a regular size object inside, like, string. But that's irritating me. And then, like, I lost the charger for it. I'm pretty sure someone came in my room and took it because it was plugged in. Like, I didn't do anything with it, but it's gone somehow. I don't understand why all my stuff keeps walking away. Like, who's stealing from me?
Wow. Who are the suspects? You have Steven.
Yeah, Steven is my brother.
Your mother.
Yeah. I gotta move out. No, she's nice. She just does stuff sometimes, and it's like, why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Last time you talked about the bathroom thing.
Oh my god. Did I talk about that on here?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. That was
I don't know if I cut it out or not.
Stop cutting stuff out. That's interesting stuff. It's fun talk.
Because I'd be trying to keep it on topic. So, like, when there's, like, other stuff, I'm like,
it can be chill like that. It can be chill.
Okay.
As long as it's understandable, I think. If anyone's listening and wants to give feedback on this, what do you think of the podcast so far? Tell us. Give us tips. If there's anyone out there. What was I talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, the camera and the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that. And also I need an external hard drive so I don't kill my computer. I already spilled water on it. When I first got it, I spilled water on my computer. It's an expensive MacBook.
Why don't you just get more space?
That's what an external hard drive is.
No. I mean, get more iCloud storage.
Oh, no. I don't even know how to use that.
Oh.
And,
that's what I did. I just paid for more iCloud storage.
I don't believe in giving Apple my money like that.
I paid $3 a month for 200 gigabytes of storage.
I don't know. It's weird because, I feel like they're trying to make it so you pay them for everything. Music, storage, pencil, headphones. It's everything is becoming separate and something that you have to pay for. That's a whole other conversation. I'm waiting for my external hard drive to come in the mail. And then also just being outside and talking on a camera, it's strange. It's an adjustment. It's an adjustment at first. Even looking at yourself. Do you have a mic? I don't have a mic. I'm gonna wait until I really get into it. I don't want to buy too much equipment.
Because does your camera have a built-in microphone?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta be pretty close to it though. It'll pick up background noise, but in order for me to really hear me talking, I need to be like that. That's cool though, because I'm holding it, so. But yeah, and also low key, when I first got the camera, I turned it on and saw myself, and it was the questioning, am I ugly? Am I?
Oh my god, but you're gonna have to get used to looking at yourself.
I know, it's so weird. Just like how the first episode of this, I was like, oh my god, this is what I sound like.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so I'm just trying to adjust. I'm trying to adjust and adjust to even thinking of taking. Because I want to do vlogging, documenting certain things, just being aware, and I don't know.
Oh my god, we planned to vlog Pride and
we went to Pride. We didn't even talk about Pride. We didn't even talk about it.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's cut quiet real quick. So Pride, we are now going to talk about Pride. You can
why are you whispering?
Over this. I don't know. I just wanted to bring it in, for a Mr. Rogers, a story time thing.
Okay.
We went to Pride.
Why are you whispering? There's already background noise.
We went to Pride. Start off about your Pride story, Dionté, because you got there before me.
Yeah.
Before
So,
me.
all right. So, what was it? Early in the morning, I went down to my friend Mary's dorm. When I got there, it was so early, and I had to go down there in like regular boy clothes because there was no way I was walking through the hood in what I wore Pride Day. Like I had my little booty shirts, I had my flannel around my waist, I had my little crop top. Like I was looking cute, and I had my little ring. Well, I had my sister's rainbow fanny pack, so my little gadgets and whatnot. So yeah, so I went down to her dorm, regular boy clothes, and then we changed, and then we went down to Wawa to get something to eat. Oh yeah, Steph met us at the dorm too. We all three of us, we went down to Wawa to get something to eat. I got like some candy or whatever because I really didn't want to spend no money. Because I just showed you, like I had a whole list of stuff that I wanted to buy, and I had a set budget. So I was not planning on spending no money at Pride. So they got food, and I knew that the attic was like already serving food. So I was like, if I want to eat, I'll eat there. And once we got to the attic, they started.
What is the attic?
The attic is it's an LGBT youth center here in Philadelphia. They like.
Is that one that you work with? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
So so once we got there or whatever, it was so crowded and so hot in there. Oh my god, it was just like chaos because everybody was running around trying to do this, that, and the third. And then
yeah, that would have been way too much for me in the morning.
Yeah,
especially coming from work the night before. Oh goodness.
So then they kicked us all outside so that the dancers or whatever could practice their routine because the attic they performed in a parade. So while we were outside, we were just waiting. Like there was a lot of waiting because we had to wait for the parade to start, and the parade didn't start till 12, 10, no 11. I think it was like 11, 11:30. So we were supposed to leave at like 10 so that we can go and get in positions for the parade, and we didn't leave till like 11:30. And like the parade, well, even once we got in our positions, there was still even more waiting because we had the
a lot of waiting that morning.
Yeah, because the way the parade works is like you have to wait for the people all the way in the front to start walking before you can start walking. So if you're all the way in the back, you gotta wait for everyone to start walking. So there was just a lot of waiting, and then. Once we finally did, then I started calling people, like seeing who was still coming, because it was just me, Mary, and Steph. And then I don't think you know Nzinga. I don't think y'all have ever met.
Is that the girl who said she listened to the podcast?
That's Janaya.
No. At Pride, she told me, and I'm like,
you met her.
I started crying.
You met Nzinga at Pride. All right, so yeah, it was just the five of us, because Nzinga had her little sister too. And I remember, I think I called you, and you said you were going to meet us there. Yeah. I called Janaya. Janaya said she wasn't coming, and Janaya was supposed to be bringing 2 people. So I was like, all right, all 3 of them are not coming anymore. I called Lanaya. Lanaya said she wasn't coming because it was going to rain. And it had been drizzling, but it hadn't been raining. And I was like, you should still come. Like, it's not going to be that bad. Yeah, so then, once we finally did start moving, though, that's when it got lit. So the attic, they started playing the music or whatever, and me, I'm a dancer. I like to get lit. I like the attention. I like the applause. So I'm sitting there, I'm killing it. I'm doing my little my duck walks in the street. I'm voguing, I'm breaking it down, putting the thing down, flipping and reversing it, like, and everybody was living for me. I'm like, guys, and I had my little whistle, my little TV bank whistle, and my little pride flag. I'm like, doop, 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 doop. Like I was killing it. Like, and then I put the footage. Where did I put the footage at?
On your Instagram?
Did I put it on Kiki? No. I didn't put that because I didn't make the episode of Kiki yet. Okay. That's why. So, yeah, I was killing it. And I didn't get it. I couldn't record anything because I was too busy dancing. So I was relying on Steph and all them to like record and just send it to me. So by the time, like halfway through the parade, I'm like, all right, now I'm tired. But it's be only halfway there. So luckily, like I made sure I stayed behind the truck because that's where the music was loudest and that's where they were giving waters. So I was like, I'm gonna stay behind this truck so I can stay hydrated or whatever. And then that's when the attic performed. Oh my God, the attic's performance. Woo.
Was it good? So it was not good.
It was cute. And not only that, but it was also raining. So I was sitting there. Yeah. So it did start raining eventually. So Lanaya was kind of right. It did start raining.
It wasn't that bad though.
Yeah, it only rained for a little bit.
That's not true. Wasn't it raining like all night?
Well,
it was after Pride.
It was raining before Pride, and then it stopped for a little bit, and then it rained again. Like it was on and off. It was on and off raining. But yeah, and then when they performed on the main stage, like one of the people, they fell, like they did a high kick and they went boom. I was like, oh. I was like, oh. And then there was this drag queen that performed, right? And like as we were leaving, the drag queen was like, they was like, what's your name? I was like, Dionté. They was like, oh, I thought I knew you. I'm sitting there trying to look through the makeup. Yeah, you were there for that. I'm trying to look through their makeup like, do I know this person? I'm like, no, I don't know no drag queens. Well, I don't know no black drag queens. But yeah, Pride was lit though. I was a little mad that we stayed there and watched all those presentations and stuff. I wanted to go and dance, but they wanted to watch that stuff. Like I was like, ugh.
That's one thing that I think I enjoyed more about Outfest versus Pride is that it was like an actual party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was less about like information, which sounds kind of bad, I think, but I don't know. It was like in terms of entertainment.
The only thing I don't like about Outfest is that it's during the fall and it's not as like, nice.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't like sunny on Pride. This Pride,
yeah,
either,
this
which
Pride
kind of
was
disappointing.
Yeah.
I was like, when's the sun gonna come
But
out?
you can't blame them for the weather.
Yeah. That's true. I was not present for the parade. I had worked the night before, and also, how far did you walk?
We walked from the neighborhood all the way to Penn's Landing.
Oh, okay, so that's not even that far. I ended up having to make that walk. Yeah. I thought it was in the neighborhood, so I got off the train there.
You thought the festival?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because I knew like you were gonna meet at the neighborhood, so I was like, okay, well, I guess that's
to
where
walk
I was.
in the parade.
I'd never been to Pride before.
Wow.
Yeah, I hadn't, but I walked and I got drunk on the walk there. It was an accident, but it happened. Don't you dare shame me. Don't.
I'm not.
I got there and I had a good time though. I ran into Dionté. I met a listener.
Nzinga?
Yes. I was so sorry. Oh my god, no. We gotta cut that out. I met Nzinga. By the way, I love you. Thank you for listening. And that really made my day. Like, I started crying. It was raining, and y'all had walked away from me already, and I was just standing there, like, with tears in my eyes, like, oh my god. Someone listens to the show.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh! Blessings.
Blessings.
That made my day.
I mean, yeah, we do have a few like listeners and followers and stuff. It's just not a lot. That's probably why we're not getting no kind of like feedback or whatever, because the people that are listening aren't necessarily our demographic.
It's still cool though. It's just nice. Because that's like, at least, even if it's like two people, it's two people who want to hear us, who subscribed and like hearing our voices, and that's just insane to me.
You see, I changed the logo for Pride Month.
It looks very nice.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's cool. It'll be nice to watch this grow, you know? What the hell are we talking about? Oh, Pride. We were talking about Pride. Yeah, I got there. And then, like, I, low-key immediately left. So I ran into, my friends, Desiree and Naya. Good friends. But they took care of me. They bought me chicken wings, and it was good. And then I came back to the festival and met up with you, and we danced together. And that was really nice. No, there's no checking your email while we're doing the podcast. Another distraction. What is going on with you?
Guys, the notification that I have an email is a distraction.
Put your stuff on Do Not Disturb. What in the world?
I feel like I'm one of the few people who checks their email.
I check my email too, but goodness gracious. During the pod, we're recording an episode. This is art for us, okay?
But we're recording our voices, not our faces.
This is still a conversation, man.
What oh my god, we can still have a conversation.
It would be nice if you were here, though. Like you're here, but you're not really here. You know what I mean?
Let's see. Let's look at these topics that we have. There's a lot of, dark ones. Yeah. Wait, did you add this?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'm like, I know I didn't.
Remember, like we were sitting on that couch? Oh, God, after Pride.
Yeah, after Pride? Oh, my God.
We went to IHOP, had awful service.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, did I tell you the guy that was our server? I knew
Joshua.
him.
Yeah, you did tell us that at the table.
Yeah.
Did he hit you up afterwards?
No, I didn't hit him up either because he wasn't that cute.
Didn't we run into like 2 different people that you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one guy on the bike. Oh my God, that one. Like,
oh my God,
that was hilarious.
That was the guy who sent me that picture on Grindr, and it was like the 2 dudes in that weird position. That was him.
Oh my God, this story.
That was
really
the guy
funny.
that came over and used all of Jake's body wash.
Yes, Jake is your old roommate.
Mm-hmm.
For reference to people who don't know.
And then the other guy that I ran into, like, because I didn't talk to him, he just kept looking at me, and I'm like, stop looking at me. I was like, if you're gonna say something, say something.
Yeah.
Because he was this young boy that I used to talk to, and then I cut him off after a while because he was like really weird, like really shady. Like it was like stuff about him wasn't adding up. And then out of nowhere, I get a call from his mom at like 12 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, first of all, I haven't talked to your son in weeks. I was like, I don't know where he is. But she was like, he stole his sister's iPad, and like he went on the run, and the cops are looking for him.
So Joshua oh my God, he has some stories.
No, this not Joshua. I'm talking about the other bull.
The guy with the weird.
Yeah, Joshua. He was just really nerdy and just not that cute to me.
I was gonna say, goodness gracious, that young face did all of that.
No, yeah, the young bull did all of that.
So the guy on the bike.
No. The guy on the bike, that was the guy with the body wash in the weird position.
Yeah. So
we're talking about 3 different dudes. We're talking about 3 different dudes here.
It was the third? What? I don't think I was there for the third guy.
Oh my God, Joshua was the third guy.
Joshua was the third guy.
Yes.
Joshua from IHOP.
Yes.
Okay, he did all the crazy stuff?
No.
Okay, so that was mystery guys that I don't know about.
Right, I had never met Joshua until IHOP.
What?
Yeah, I had never met him in person until we went to IHOP.
Oh, but you had been talking to him over...
Yeah, like we were like texting and stuff.
Alright, the mystery guy, what's the deal with that?
The guy who did all the crazy stuff, the young boy?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get my words right. Before like winter break, I had been like messing around with him for like weeks. Like I was using him. I'm not even gonna lie. I was using him for his money because that little boy was getting coin, and he liked me, but I didn't really like him all like that. So I was like, look, if you like me, you know, you're gonna buy me some food. You're gonna buy me this, that, and the third, whatever. So every time he would come over, he would like order pizza, or he would bring me some candy or whatever, and then I would make Jake leave because like he would buy Jake stuff too, and I'm like, no. Don't spend no money on Jake. This is about me. And he would get mad because like I wouldn't save Jake no pizza. Like I would order like pizza with meat on it specifically for Jake.
You did that stuff for me too. I don't use any meat.
You don't eat meat?
No, remember the whole Sam's Club and the way we used to order pizza.
Oh yeah.
We used to try to get the meat lovers, even though I'm a vegetarian.
You're a vegetarian?
I eat like I'm a pescatarian, I guess.
Okay.
And I do eat the occasional chicken wing, but goodness gracious, like
the occasional
this
chicken
man was
wing.
like, I want all of the meat. Horse, like I want baboon on this pizza. I'm over here like some grass, please. Oh my God.
I can't. I'm crying.
Oh my God. Mystery guy. Where did you see him?
Who's mystery guy?
The one that I did not know.
The one that you didn't see.
Yeah, who
so
was doing all the crazy
he was
stuff.
at the festival when we were dancing and stuff. He kept walking around us. That's how I saw him.
That's creepy.
Yeah, like he was being really weird. He kept looking at me, and like I would try not to look at him because I didn't want to start no conversation with him. I was like, I want no connections with you, sir. Because I was like, I don't want nothing to do with you. And it was with his friends, so I was like, he might be on some nut stuff or like try to like I don't know.
Yeah.
So when I finally did make eye contact with him, I was like, give him a little head nod, and I kept on dancing because I was like, I don't want to talk to you.
Oh my God.
And it was like he specifically kept getting in my view, like so that I would look at him, and I was like, like it was making me so uncomfortable. That's why I was like, you know, I'm just gonna look at him, give him a nod, and keep it moving. I'm trying to find the conversation with here it is, Joshua.
Joshua from IHOP. I was high, so
it was a really long
rude
conversation. I think I only kept talking to him because he had a nice body.
Oh my God.
Like, he had a nice body, but a butter face.
Yeah, he looked kind of like.
Where are the
Like
pictures? He sent me
mongoose.
pictures and stuff too, but they're not in the conversation. I think I might have deleted them. But you know how like when you keep pictures in your messages, it takes up space on your phone.
Really?
Yeah,
I
like
did not know that.
and gifs and all that, they all take up
I don't
space.
use this. I don't know. They just feel awkward to me when I use them in actual text conversation.
I use gifs whenever an emoji just isn't enough emotion. Like with that guy who was calling my music trash, that's why I had to send him a gif. I'm like, no, like.
Oh my god. Man, are you
I keep checking my email because I'm waiting for the email from Disco Kid telling me that my album is live.
Okay.
That's what they do. They're like, hey, congratulations, your album is on iTunes. I'm like, yay.
Okay. Did you will you get a notification to your phone?
No.
You say maybe if you could stop checking your email every few minutes. I'm trying to talk to you.
Oh, that's what we were looking at the topics.
Oh yeah. Wait, wasn't I not finished talking about?
We were talking about after Pride.
Oh yeah, after Pride.
And then we went to IHOP and freaking Wesley threw up in the
oh my
bathroom.
god, he threw up all over the place.
That was his fault because what had happened was we had another edible.
I don't know, like I think my mom listens to this.
What?
She said she doesn't right now, but if she finds it, man, I don't know. I still live with it. I'm not trying to have these conversations where I have to explain myself.
I can't.
Yes.
See, that's a whole interesting story that we can't even tell.
Just know he threw up. He's okay now, though, which is all that matters. We had work together, I think, like the day after that, or the day, like, after the day after that. Yeah. And he was great. He was fine.
I was so mad when you fell asleep on the couch because I did not expect for you to stay over. So that couch was supposed to be mine, and then you fell asleep. I had to sleep on the floor because it was a futon couch. But since you were already asleep, I couldn't fold it down.
You could just rolled me on the ground and then like opened it up and then threw me back on it. I probably wouldn't have even woken up. I woke up throughout the night like 3 times. I remember waking up once, opening my eyes, still being on the couch next to you, and then like Wesley was gone, and then like I opened my eyes again, and then like you were on the floor, and then I went to sleep again, and then I opened my eyes again, took my hoodie off, and sneezed all over my clothes, like, and then I fell asleep again. It was really weird. But yeah, that was after Pride. It was fun.
You see, I put on here various would you rather questions.
Oh, that's a good one. You could like open up an app or something and then go, would you rather fight a shark or a bear? Answer the question.
I would rather fight a bear.
Really?
Because I would have to fight the shark underwater. And
no, what if it's on land though?
Oh, well you didn't say that.
Okay, now it's in... Okay, no. Okay. Would you rather fight a dog? No. Would you rather fight a lion or a bear?
A bear.
Really? Yeah, that makes sense.
Because a lion has more speed.
Would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into your own future or 10 minutes into the future of anyone but yourself?
10 minutes into my own future.
Yeah.
So that I can make good decisions.
Yes, that's good. I feel like that's the best way. If like we were gonna experience, like future vision. Shout out to Steven Universe. I love that show. Like I feel like it would just ruin everything if you could always like know what's gonna happen to you. Like your life would just. I don't know, I guess you would learn to live in the moment, but I feel like...
But see, then what if it's like That's So Raven, where it's like you see what's going to happen, but it only happened because of what you did to try to intervene it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then it's like you just leave it alone, and maybe if something else will happen.
Oh my god, so it's like inevitable future?
Yeah.
So it's like working for nothing because it's still going to happen anyway. Interesting. Oh, what?
I was reading this one. Would you rather accidentally be responsible for the death of a child or accidentally be responsible for the deaths of 3 adults? I choose the child.
What?
And here's why. Other than the fact that I don't like children anyway. The child hasn't done much. It hasn't lived as much of a life as the three adults.
Bad, though. It's like, what could that child have been? That child could have cured cancer. We now will never know, because they're dead. They didn't have a chance to live their lives. So I'd rather it be the three adults. They could have done awful.
The adults, they could pay you back in some kind of way.
God, no.
Like they could, there's just more.
So could the child grow up and really appreciate its life because it knows that it could have had the chance to have died and then do something amazing with it, and then it would forever be in your debt because you made the hard decision and chose the three adults. I don't know, man. Children are precious. There goes the two
different views. Let's see.
Oh my god.
It says, would you rather live in the wilderness far from civilization or live on the streets of a city as a homeless person?
Oh no.
I'd rather be a homeless person.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because at least as a homeless person, I can steal and stuff and still kind of survive. First, if I'm in the wilderness, my only resources are nature.
That's not true. You could it's not saying that you can't travel. I'd rather live in the wilderness. I'd build myself a cabin out of wood and stuff. I figure it out.
But then, what happens when you get sick? And what happens when you need to eat? What happens when the wintertime comes and you
can't
you
take care of your body and eat well and drink water?
But what if you can't? What if you're in a part of the wilderness where that stuff doesn't exist?
Okay. You can, it's not saying that. It's just the wilderness. You can find all these things if you're prepared.
But you're not, though.
Who says I'm not?
You don't just prepare to be, stuck without civilization.
Okay, I'm in the wilderness. I would walk. Even if I did just wake up one day in the wilderness, having to live there. I'm not stuck there for the rest of my life. I would walk to the city, go to a library, and read about what to do to live and survive in the
far
wilderness.
From civilization.
Oh, far from civilization. Okay, well, Fred. Well, still, no. I learned.
I thought you were going camping. Have you been camping?
I camped in my backyard once.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, it was the worst. We just slept outside and got bit up by mosquitoes. It was what do we do?
I've been camping 3 times.
Really?
Yeah, at Kappa. The camping trip. Only 3 times because senior year, the teacher, he got sick and canceled the trip.
Aww.
Yeah, it was so upsetting. We were so bad because we were like, this is our senior year and we can't even go on the last trip.
Aw, that's sad.
But yeah, we went camping in 3 different locations, and the last one we went to, we saw a bear as soon as we got there.
Oh my god!
Like the teacher, he was like, "Don't keep any food in your tent because there's bears on site." Oh. And as soon as we get off the school bus, sure enough, there's a bear on our site, and we're like, "Should we turn back now?"
What did you do? Did you run?
No, we sat because we had to sit really still so they wouldn't attack us. So we were like,
"Were you outside?"
We were already outside. We started taking our stuff off the bus and everything. Like we were getting settled in, and the bear was like, "Doo doo 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 doo," and it looked at us, and we're like. He's like, don't move. And we're like, okay.
How long did it take for it to go away?
It went away after 5 minutes. Once you saw it, we were just sitting there. It was like, all right, I'm going to go this way, have fun. And we never saw it again.
You still stayed there?
Yeah, we stayed there. We were already there.
Someone could have gotten mauled by a bear. That's all I heard.
So we had to keep all of our food in the car so that the smells wouldn't attract the bear.
That sounds...
And then the second one we went on, it was by the beach. So it was super cold in the morning because of the water or whatever.
Did you go swimming at least?
Yeah, we went swimming.
That's nice.
And I don't remember the first trip. I just remember I was still in the closet during that trip. I remember that part, or I had just came out. It was one of the two.
That's really cool though that you guys got to do that.
This is why you should have came to Kappa.
Okay, I had fun at Central.
Kappa was lit.
Central took me skiing. Central took me to Chicago. It was cool. It was really
Kappa
cool.
took us to New York.
Okay, but that's not Chicago.
It's New York! Excuse me?
It was cool. The point is, it was all
We
cool
went to
and
New
nice.
York and we took a tour of NBC Studios and we got to make our own talk show and everything.
My Chicago trip was a week long though. It was a really awesome.
Whatever.
Where did we even stay? We stayed at a hotel.
Chicago.
It was really nice. It was a nice trip.
Well, we got to stay in the wilderness.
So I went skiing in my school. What are we doing? It's so hot.
We
Can
can
we
always
talk about
break
that?
this whole thing into separate episodes because
I'm cool
we
with
talk
it
about
one.
different things.
I
throughout
think
this.
it's cool that it's one.
Okay.
I think we just have the business.
It's going to be
like, the
weird
budget
titling
and
it though.
we can title it In Progress. I said that earlier. Because we talked about like
We'll
what we're
title it
working on right now.
Gone with the Wind.
Oh God, because there's this hot attack is out here. I can't. It's so hot. And I got on pants. I'm about to go. To be honest, I'm about to go home.
We could just, I don't know, call it the recap. I don't know.
I think In Progress is a good title because it doesn't really mean anything, you know. We're just in progress. We're all in progress. If you're alive, you're in progress. Very deep note.
Would you rather?
We can. What about the next episode? We can do the Would You Rather.
Okay. So am I cutting these ones out?
No, you don't have to. Let's just say it. Okay, next episode we're gonna be doing Would You Rather. If you have any questions you wanna write in, do it.
Yeah. Other than that, we're just gonna look up some more, just like how we just did.
Very interesting. Conversation starters. Ooh. Okay. Well, I guess that wraps up today's episode of Double Dose. Okay, so this has been Shahv.
Oh, you're doing the outro now?
Yes.
We're trying to do the
Yes.
outro.
I think I'm good at it. This has been Shahv. And
Dionté.
And we'll see you next time. Please feel free to leave feedback anywhere and everywhere, and we'll listen to it. If you also have any questions, no one sent us any questions, so there's no asking listener letter.
Send in anything. You can send it. You can DM us on Instagram. You can tweet at us on Twitter. You can go on our website and use the little email tool. I set it up. There's a little thing on the website.
Isn't it also your email address is Double Dose
Yeah,
Podcast?
and you can email us. Our email address is also down in the description.
Mm-hmm. Well, goodbye. See you next week. Talk to you next week.
Yeah. I think next week we should definitely record the episode so we can post the video on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I can do that. I'm probably gonna be fucked in the face because you know what I mean? Just not looking camera ready.
Oh, okay. So then I should look bummy too.
What?
Because I look like anything right now.
Me too. Oh, high key, I just finished washing my hair. I jumped out the shower, twisted it up real quick, and put on a scarf, and I'm here. But I put on clothes though, so I don't look as messed up. So I had to go outside in order to get here. So. Okay, bye.
We already did the outro.
I know, but we were talking more. Bye.
I would have cut it out. That's what I usually do.
You don't have to. It's cool. Well, I don't know. If it really sounds like it doesn't make any sense, or it's just hard to follow, then sure.